Most of the damage is in Houston's northwest suburbs.
Because of down power lines, we saw some sparking and starting fires. Assistant Chief Toby Hecker said crews cut power to that entire neighborhood to reduce the risk of more fires from happening. And fire crews say the safest thing people can do when they do see a down power line is to stay back from them and report them.
There were no serious injuries. The Justice Department says it will appeal after a federal judge dismissed the criminal charges against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. The judge ruled the Trump administration had illegally appointed the prosecutor who brought the charges. Comey says the case against him was based on malevolence and incompetence.
I know that Donald Trump will probably come after me again, and my attitude is going to be the same. I'm innocent. I am not afraid.
Arizona Democratic Senator and former Navy Captain Mark Kelly could be recalled to active duty so he can face a possible court-martial. He was one of 6 Democrats who appeared in a video urging service members to refuse illegal orders. President Trump called it seditious behavior. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt.
Senator Mark Kelly well knows the rules of the military and the respect that one must have for the chain of command, and that all lawful orders are presumed to be legal by our service members.
Kelly says he will not be bullied. People with untreated sleep apnea face a higher risk of Parkinson's disease. More from CBS's Michael George.
New research from Oregon Health and Science University found when sleep apnea goes untreated, breathing and oxygen intake during sleep is disrupted, impacting the functioning of neurons in the brain. Over the course of years, that can significantly increase the risk for neurodegenerative conditions, including Parkinson's.
Those who started using CPAP machines after their diagnoses were 30% less likely to develop Parkinson's. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive. See why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive to stay protected on the road. See for yourself at progressive.com.
Vanity Fair calls BritBox a delicious streamer. Collider says everyone should be watching. Catch Britain's next best series with BritBox. Stream acclaimed new originals like Code of Silence.
You read lips, right?
And Lily, based on the best-selling mystery series.
Say hi, Lily. Take it from here.
And don't miss the new season of Karen Piri coming this October.
You don't look like police. I'll take that as a compliment.
See it differently when you stream the best of British TV with BritBox. Watch with a free trial today.
Everyone wants to give the perfect gift this holiday season, and the choice is easy. Gift cards. Maximize gift card joy and gift smart by doing a quick safety check before you buy. Look at the packaging to be sure a card's colors and logos match the others. Feel the back for unusual bumps. Make sure the pin covering is smooth and intact, and check packaging edges for cuts or tears. If anything seems off, pick another card and alert customer service. Learn more at giftcardsafety.org. That's
local news and weather brought to you by Mississippi Energy Services. We're your fast, affordable, and friendly generator service company. msenergy.us. msenergy.us.
She'll have plenty of time to think about it. A 70% chance for rain in the morning, 50% chance in the afternoon with a high at 76. Tonight, a 20% chance for some leftover showers. The low is 50. Only 60 Wednesday, and it's sunny. Looking at 56 for Thanksgiving Day. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. Victoria Cox has been sentenced to 40 years in prison for her part in the killing of 4-year-old Erin Brunette and the kidnapping and molestation of she and her 6-year-old sister. Cox pleaded guilty to several charges in that ordeal that began with the killing of the girl's mother, Callie, in Loranger, Louisiana, and ended with the capture of Cox and Daniel Callahan here in Mississippi. He's in jail with no bail. That was decided Monday for 33-year-old Frederick Wright, arrested this weekend in the drive-by shooting death of 19-year-old Lawrence McElroy Jr., which happened on Tougaloo Street in Jackson. Wright is not only charged with murder and being a felon with a firearm, but also possession of a machine gun conversion device. And as JPD made their arrest and had the guy in court Monday, another killing happened. This one was on Galt Street, and that was just before 8:30 a.m. The man who was found dead on his front porch was identified as 49-year-old Andrew Knight Jr. Police have not announced any arrests and haven't released anything about potential suspects. You may not have known this, but the barn where Emmett Till was tortured and killed is still being used as a storage shed, but not anymore. That piece of property near Drew in Sunflower County has been purchased by the Emmett Till Interpretive Center thanks to a donation from filmmaker Shonda Rhimes. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WIAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, jump away at the storm. Chip away, that's what I wanna do. Sweet little mama, I wanna get next to you.
And good Tuesday morning to everyone out there. It is the Chip Matthews Show here on WYAB. What is going? There it is. What's going on? But anyway, good morning. Good morning, Pastor Rod Scott, Jolynn, Michael, Shane Easley, Jeff Thomas, hip to us. Good morning, everybody. We're saying good morning to Dawn. Dawn, of course, is not here this morning. She, we have a friend whose brother passed away, so she is taking the day off to be with Roger. Roger is, of course, that's not Roger, my brother. That's Roger, her significant other. Not to be confused with, yes, you know, she is my ex-stepmother-in-law. Everything's strange. I mean, it's hard to explain everything, but that's that. So she's not going to be here today. So we're going to try to fly this thing solo today. If you got something on your mind, something you want to talk about, give me a call. And we will talk about it on the radio here. Good morning, JC Dunn 34. People watching on the Facebooks, people watching on the YouTubes, feature watching on the X, people maybe watching everything else. James Duncan, good morning. Thank you. I see you sent me a cup of coffee. And y'all, it is just wild lately. I am wore out. I have been involved with Dawn and some others on getting a excuse. I think we're fixing a problem that the Jackson metro area has. If you tell me there's nothing to ever do again, then you're lying to me. That's right. I along with my team of friends are fixing the problem of finding you something to do. And it does involve water. So you'll be able to sit once again, like you did in the good old days, right there on the water and enjoy the reservoir. That's reservoir. It's a French word, y'all. Reservoir. Or in Mississippi terminology, reservoir. We're going to be out there on the reservoir. Yes, we have secured a location in Madison County, and we have been developing the land. It's not the return of the dock. No, Andy Devine. No, it is not. But it will be the closest thing to it. It'll be Dock 2.0, I guess you could say. But it is, I would never try to steal the name of the dock and use it as our place. But I would remind you of good times you had at the dock and tell you that you will probably have them here. The name of this place has a steakhouse in it. This place has an Acme Pizza in it. This place will have a barbecue joint in it called Ernest and Elmer's. Yes, can come by on a boat. Yes, you can. You can come up with a boat. You can come up by walking. You can drive up on your golf cart. You can get there by train, plane, and automobile. You got to have a special plane to land there, though. But that's it, y'all. There's a place coming back to the reservoir, and you're going to have an entertainment place. And I can go ahead and announce right now that coming in December on the 20th, the world famous Velcro Pygmies will be the official first band to play there. And it's going to be back on. It'll be a combination of the cover bands and all them that played at Fire. Every once in a while, we'll have a national band when I find one that we can use. 22,000 square feet of enjoyment and fun, and we're gonna have a little bit of everything, for you. We're calling it Beethoven's Boardwalk, and on the boardwalk there will be 4 or 5 different concepts inside the boardwalk. So y'all get ready for it. It is actually happening. It is going to open in December, and I am so tired of working, but it's getting there. So if any of you people need a job and you're talented enough to work and like making money, yeah, come on out. It's big news. I mean, the TV stations and all have asked to come out and do stories on it. I mean, it's the return of an entertainment value at the reservoir that we have not had, and we're fixing to get it back. And I'm glad to be a part of it, along with let's see, we got Dawn and we got Jenny and we got Timothy Jenkins. We're all involved. That's the crew. Some of them you've never heard about. Some of them you've always heard about. Then, of course, you've heard of My Sorry Self. So that's that. Good morning, Debbie Bragansky. Good morning, Lloyd Travis. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I am wore out. I've been working 72 hours a day. Yeah, 72 hours a day working on this place. And it was something that I didn't think was going to it's going to actually happen. And no, that does not mean we're closing Acme on the Rankin County side. We will have 2 locations. You'll have Acme in Rankin County. You'll have Acme in Madison County, along with a steakhouse there called the Fork and Flame. It will be there. Then you'll also have a piano bar in there called Beethoven's Fifth. Funny, Beethoven's Fifth. And then you'll have another place out there called Scooby's on the Water, which will be the entertainment portion of the program. But it's all under one big umbrella called Beethoven's Boardwalk. And I want you all to get ready to come on out. It's going to be a smash up, great time on the reservoir once again. And we're going to get it going in December. And the first band to play there is the last band, I believe, that played the dock, the Velcro Pygmies, the world famous Velcro Pygmies. Cam's been excited about this since I mentioned it in November to him. Well, actually, I mentioned it to him in October and said, look, I'm looking at this building. I keep looking at it, and I'm waiting on the walls to tell me what it wants to do, trying to figure out what to do. But that's that. Some of you know the location is the old Phillips, but it doesn't look anything. The renovations are epic. You're going to like this place. And once again, I'll have a place I can sit down and have a steak. Yeah, that's because I'll get them free. But anyway, y'all get ready for a lot of stuff. And then there's going to be more going on. We got more things coming out there too. You know, we're going to pull the old tricks out of the hat and make sure that everything that you could possibly want to do out at the reservoir is available to you. We'll be getting involved. We'll be having festivals outside and everything like we've always done in the past. I figure after I got stints this year, I got to check them out. I got to get my money's worth. I can do it one more time. Y'all, I hope this is the last time that I open up a big giant bar, but or restaurant or anything. I hope this is it. But you know, Colonel Sanders didn't get started till 65, and I'm only 63. So we'll see where we wind up. We'll be back with more right here on the program here on the Chip Matthews Show with the absent Dawn McKenzie. And we're going to talk some politics here. Y'all got something on your mind, give us a call, and we'll take care of that and have some good times on the radio. Or if you just want to call and talk about old memories of the dock or whatever, you can call in because you're about to make new memories right there on the water at the reservoir. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We'll be right back after this on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. It's going to be great. We'll be right back after this.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris at Fannin Mart on the Res is quickly becoming Rankin County's go-to spot for pizza, burgers, pasta, appetizers, daiquiris, and more. Try their famous Wheel of Flavor pizza. You can add up to 3 different specialty pizzas onto one pie, such as the Margarita, Sergeant Pepperoni, Acme Beat Buster, Pig, 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 Pesto Chicken, the Old Mexico, the Supreme, or hey, just build your own custom pizza. Acme also has a full bar with 9 different frozen daiquiris to choose from. Open daily at 4 p.m. Acme Pizza and Daiquiris.
Antique Mall of the South has 14,000 square feet of pristine, clean floor space. Home to beautiful, timeless antique treasures. Antique Mall of the South is open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. Check them out online at antiquemallofthesouth.com or go to the Antique Mall of the South Facebook page. You can also read the dozens of 5-star reviews online. Come see for yourself at Antique Mall of the South in Ridgeland. Now open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. That's Antique Mall of the South, Highway 51 in Ridgeland.
Hello, this is Hinds County Attorney Gerald Mumford. I want to thank the citizens of District 26 for turning out and supporting my wife, Kamisha Mumford. This is a critical election, and we're not finished yet. Kamisha takes this opportunity to serve and earn your vote seriously. On December 2nd, I'm asking for your support vote for Kamisha Mumford. A vote for Kamisha is a vote against the machine, but it's a vote for everyday, hardworking citizens who deserve a leader who has a track record of getting results. Vote Kamisha Mumford, Tuesday, December 2nd. Paid for by friends of Kamisha Mumford.
This is Lori at the Mailroom Gluckstadt with exciting news. We now offer photo services and large format printing, such as banners, yard signs, blueprints, and canvas prints. We also print business cards, invitations, photos, and more. And with the holidays coming fast, let us print your Christmas cards. Many projects may be ready the same day, and the Mailroom Gluckstadt is still your place for shipping, drop-offs, and gift wrapping. Visit us at 272 Calhoun Station Parkway, across from Callaway's in Gluckstadt. MailroomGluckstadt.com.
This is Doug with Magnolia Safety Group. Imagine a workplace where every employee feels safe and empowered. At Magnolia Safety Group, we make that vision a reality. From OSHA compliance to customized training, hazard assessments, and safety audits, we deliver tailored solutions that protect your people and boost productivity. Don't just meet safety standards, exceed them. Partner with Magnolia Safety Group and build a safer future one workplace at a time. Call us today to get started or check out our website at magnoliasafetygroup.com.
ABS causes mass hysteria by providing office tech that actually does its job.
Relax. At Advantage Business Systems, we know office technology isn't that exciting, but we do know it is life-changing. Work-life-changing, that is. Because the latest copiers, printers, mailing machines, and even telephone systems can keep your office running smoothly. Visit absms.com. Advantage Business Systems, helping your business do business.
I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. Why is Rita Jensen the type of real estate professional you are looking for?
As a mortgage professional, I look for making transactions easier, and Rita Jensen with Rematch Connection is a prime example of that. Her attention to detail, her strong communication skills really help us as a mortgage company make everything smooth. From start contract to close, she helps me.
RitaJensen.net.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land, and just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference. The Tractor Store in Richland.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here's your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard worldwide right here on WYAB.com and also on Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, and also in Russia this morning. Yes, good morning, Mr. Putin. I'm glad you're Putin this morning. It's about time he goes to the bathroom, and they call him Putin. That's how he got his name. Putin. Because that's the only way you get that name. But anyway, breaking overnight Russian attacks kills at least 7 in Ukraine's capital as talks on U.S. peace plan continue. Y'all, they got to stop fighting. If they're just going to keep fighting no matter what, it's an endless war. Endless wars take endless amounts of money. And unfortunately, it's a lot of our taxpayer dollars. I saw where some of these people that we have in Congress, Republicans and Democrats, wearing that have been famous for the Ukraine pin, are sitting there, and I'm going, y'all don't even wear the American pin. You wear the Ukraine pin. You talk about all this, and all we do is send more money to war. And meanwhile, the world sits here and says, we're broke. They'll take our money. They'll take our money. We got to do a better job. We got to do a better job. We got to do, you got to get behind our president and support him as Americans, Democrat, Republican, know that he's doing the right thing. We still have too many Republicans in this state and in this nation that don't support the president. It's hard to believe that. It is hard to believe that. Good morning, Fred Cerami. Good morning, Jolynn. And there was somebody else here, Debbie Bragansky and Marilyn. Marilyn, good morning to you. Be careful with that car. People steal them every day. She had her car stolen last week in Canton. Oh, well. Sooner or later, it'll all work itself out, and we will have something. It's like, for instance, somebody was talking. There's a viral video going around online where a lady in Madison confronted a lady in, or rather, I shouldn't use the terminology lady, a female who had illegally parked in a handicap. So the one lady said to her, you don't have a handicap sticker, this, that, and the other. You shouldn't be, the citizens shouldn't have to police the handicap parking lots. But when you take a handicap parking spot from somebody that's handicapped, that is wrong. Just because you're lazy and you're fat and you want to park by the front door, and fat is not a handicap. Fat is move away from the damn table. Skip Thanksgiving this year. But this was a situation where they got into an argument outside. We called all kind of names, and I mean, and it was over a handicap spot. This wasn't a black-white thing, although the lady that had parked in the handicap spot was black, and the lady that was explaining to that person that that's for handicapped people was white, and her thing was, you should be minding your own business. Well, our business as citizens of America is to hold people accountable. And we got to hold everybody accountable for everything they do. And we have to go back and do the little things now. Because if we don't do the little things, we're never going to get the big things done. It's, it's a handicap today. Or if you're, let's say, those parking spaces they reserve for first responders, yes, they deserve those spots. They see things and this weekend they'll be working harder because it's a holiday weekend, and they'll be out on patrol trying to keep the world safe. And they're going to see things that you would never want to see. You would never want to clean up. You would not want to be a part of. And you have to show up and investigate and be respectful. And somebody's body parts could be everywhere. And you got to collect them all and get them together and keep them together. I mean, and then you go up, you'll see kids that have died in car crashes. You'll see elderly folks. You'll see people that are injured and dying. A couple of years back, I was riding down 16 at 3:00 in the morning. And I came across a guy that sped past a lady, and then a deer jumped out on the road. So he slammed on brakes, and the person that he just passed, he cut him off so fast that she went off the road and she died. She was upside down in a ditch. We all got there, and a friend of mine sat there and was holding her hand and talking to her while we were trying to figure out how to get her out. And we were coming in through the back way. We got as close as we could, and we sat there and talked to her, and then she just passed away. Nothing you can do. We couldn't get her out, and that was that. So y'all be careful this holiday season. Know what you're going to see. Know what you're involved in. Know what's going on in the real world. Be a part of doing the right thing. If you're going up to Oxford, not Oxford. You won't be going there this weekend. Well, you probably will. You probably will go to Oxford this weekend and celebrate that Lane Kiffin is not leaving. Yes, you heard it here. I said he's not leaving, so he's not leaving. But that's just my prediction, is he's not leaving. But anyway, if you're going to the Ole Miss State game this week in Stark Vegas, y'all be careful and be ready for it. Good morning, Dwayne Moak. You have to think of the consequences of going out, drinking and driving too fast. I mean, y'all, the people that are lately that just drive these cars, and look, I part of me in my mind goes, am I becoming the guy that says, get off my lawn? But when these cars are zigzagging through there at 100 miles an hour and no regards for what's going on, cell phone in one hand, joint in the other, and a 40 in the middle of the counter, and they're talking on their Facebook at the same time while they're riding down the road. That's a reality. That's really happening. We all know it. We got to do something about it. And you got to pray for the law enforcement people that have to get out there and be involved in this. And then you have all this law enforcement that they keep finding, like they found another set of law enforcement in Washington County that, and that's in Benny Thompson's district, of course, that were making victims out of addicts. They would take addicts and get them to go around and rob people and take things from people. It's just not right. It's not right. Oh, how about turn your headlights on? Yes, a lot of people forget to turn on their lights. They think all their lights are on their car, and then the tail lights aren't on. That's because you didn't cut your lights on. Y'all check your cars, because cars aren't, used to when we had an inspection sticker that everybody was just said, that's just not worth doing. It's not worth inspecting the car. It's not worth that little $5 every year. Well, for let's say 90% of the people in Mississippi who did right and went and got their inspection sticker every year, it made the roads safer. It made the other cars more accurate. There would be headlights on cars that weren't aimed in your eyeballs because you had to aim the lights down toward the road. There was a lot of good with things. And the legislature, y'all need to think about things. Are you doing things because you're just making it convenient for everybody else? Or you thought it was a stupid law when somebody came up with it 20, 30, 40 years ago, 100 years ago? They said it was a stupid law. Research the laws and research the taxes that we had in place for certain things. They were good. You know, some things are good. Some things are eliminated. For instance, let me ask you this. And this is the question as for all you people that are Ole Miss fans or feel like Lane Kiffin should stay in Oxford, which I do want him to stay. Don't get me wrong. In Mississippi, if he were to go to Florida, he would have $90 million or $100 million, whatever they're going to pay him, tax-free. I don't know what is Louisiana tax-free. I'm not sure, but I know Mississippi is allegedly tax-free, and we're all still paying taxes. That'd be something if we just lost the coach over taxes that y'all said you got rid of, but you didn't. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. That y'all said you got rid of, but you didn't. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Hi, I'm Darrell Palmer, candidate for supervisor in Rankin County. Many will recognize my voice as the voice of the Northwest Rankin Cougars, as well as formerly the voice of the Mississippi Braves. Now I want to be your voice of District 2. I plan to provide strong, conservative leadership, focusing on maintaining and improving our property values, making smart, informed decisions regarding new development, doing what I can to maintain or improve our schools, fire and police protection, as well as roads and bridges. On December 2nd, I'm asking you to vote Darrell Palmer, your voice as Supervisor District 2.
Y'all come see us at Flora Animal Hospital, your trusted hometown vet. We offer a wide variety of veterinary services, including boarding. Dr. Kaylee McCary is a Madison County native who has been serving the Flora community and surrounding areas since 2013. She leads our team of highly trained and compassionate women. We are located at 740 Highway 49 in the Cotton Exchange Plaza. Call us today at 601-879-3222. At Flora Animal Hospital, we treat your pets like our own.
Grizz Nation, your Memphis Grizzlies are back home on Friday, December 5th to take on the Los Angeles Clippers. Be here for the 7 p.m. tip-off as your Grizzlies defend the home court against James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and the Clippers. Get to FedEx Forum early for Robin Hood City Night, with the first 5,000 fans getting City Edition sunglasses. Tickets are available online at Grizzlies.com or in person at the FedEx Forum box office in Memphis.
CBS News special report. President Trump's peace proposal for Ukraine and Russia may be gaining traction. CBS's Holly Williams.
A U.S. official tells CBS News that Ukraine has agreed to the terms of a peace deal. Now, this comes as U.S. officials are in Abu Dhabi today for meetings with their Russian counterparts.
The U.S. official says there are some minor details the Ukrainians want sorted out. CBS's Vicky Barker.
In Moscow, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov saying through an interpreter.
We have not received anything officially.
But adding Moscow would walk away from any proposal that differs substantially from the Alaska Accords, which would have seen Ukraine giving up territory the Russians hadn't taken yet.
President Trump had set a Thursday deadline for Ukraine to agree to the peace proposal, but during talks in Geneva Sunday, Secretary of State Marco Rubio described that deadline as flexible. Ukrainian President Zelensky may visit Washington this week. CBS News special report. I'm Michael Wallace.
Attention homeowners and business owners. Complete Exteriors is now Elite Roofing and Gutters. Are your roof and gutters storm ready? The folks at Elite are your local experts in storm protection. Now is the time for an inspection and for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can withstand any storm. Get up to a possible $250 rebate on a new roofing system for all active military, veterans, and retirees. Online at EliteRoofer.com.
Come check us out at Planter Supply in the heart of downtown Bentonia. Not only are we here to cover all of your food plot needs, but you will find that we're fully stocked with a variety of ammo and other hunting necessities, including feeders, cameras, and climbing stands. Your pet's health is important to us as well. We have a wide array of animal health products and accessories, along with the highest quality feed for your livestock and pets. So come check us out at Planter Supply in the heart of downtown Bentonia, or give us a call at 662-755-8888. 8782.
You know what's a nightmare? We've all seen that movie where the bad guy's coming and your gun jams up. Luckily, that's just a movie, but you can't take the chance it could happen to you in real life. Hey, y'all, I'm Therese Apel from Dark Horse Press, and I've written stories about a whole lot of situations where people needed their gun to work for them. So if yours is moody or likes to jam, you need to take it to Guns and Gear. Let their professional gunsmiths look at it and fix it so it'll work when you need it. They're the absolute best at what they do, and that's why I buy all my guns from them. That's Guns and Gear in Gluckstadt. Check them out today.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard all over the world. It's the greatest show in the world with the prettiest morning show host. Yes, that would be me. Don McKenzie's not in this morning. Has some family emergency type situations going on, so we got to do that. Let's see what Debbie Bergancy is saying here. They say the law needs to write tickets to people who do not dim their lights. They are so bright nowadays. You know, and not only too bright, sometimes they're just not aimed in the right place, you know. And look, and law enforcement, I want y'all to think about this. And I know that we need to be thinking about all safety situations. But when you drive up on police car nowadays, back in the day when I was growing up, there was that one little bubble on top of the car that went around in a circle. Nowadays, you have strobe lights and everything else coming out of that thing. And it's passing an officer on the side of the road, and especially if they don't pull all the way off the side of the road, let's say it's a 2-lane road, and you're trying to go around, there's a moment there where you're completely blinded and can't see anything. And I don't know if that's just, once again, don't know if that's just old age. I mean, because right now I've been renovating that building with everybody, and I run into the wall. Next thing you know, I'm bruised all over my body. That's something that when you get old, they should teach. You know, when you're young, you get a bruise is one thing. When you get old, every time you touch something, you get a bruise. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing. Life, the things that it throws at you. And, you know, it's like this situation of this. I was never going to get sucked back into the events that I am doing now. But if I didn't go do them, we would have nowhere to go. That's the situation. All these other operators that have opened up, and they sit there and, you know, it just gets to be boring. And then they make so much money off of you and just don't care. They don't care about doing it right, having some entertainment come into town, having somebody come from out of town to come be a part of the situation. That's what you need out of life. It's just like I tell y'all every day, good morning, Helen. Good morning, Helen. I tell you every day, you got to have something to do. You got to have a goal in life. You need to get out and enjoy life. Get out and walk. Get out and run. Get out and live. Go out and find people to be around. Do not sit inside your house all day and say you have nothing to do. Get out and go to lunch with a friend. Go do something at night. Go do something. Even if I ain't saying go to the bar and drink. Go to the bar and have a glass of sweet tea. I know one guy that comes into a place and he'll drink 2 gallons of sweet tea. We're going to have to start charging you more for sweet tea, just to let you know. But people enjoy people's company, and you need to get out. We need to get out and gather, because once we get out and gather, we'll start talking about politics. We'll start talking about the problems in the world, and we'll start solving some of the problems in the world. Rather than, you know, the event that I go to, Grip and Grin, up at Mama Hamill's, that's put on by Bruce Bartley. Great event. You get to go up there. You get to meet some people, you know, and they got some politicians that come in and talk at you. Some talk to you. They all want your vote. They all, and in most cases, the people talking to the people in the room, they ain't got to worry about those people going to vote. That room of people goes vote. But sometimes I think in most elections, that's the only room of people that are going to vote. So we got to work on getting more people out and involved and getting involved in politics. And like, for instance, when you look at the situation in Madison County, the board taking the steps to build a new tax assessor office in Madison. I understand that. Good morning, Russell McGuffey. We need to talk this week, Russell McGuffey. But as you look at all this stuff, you see there's $300 million in bond money to purchase the property and construct the building in Madison County. And the three that voted for it were Steen, Griffin, and Banks. Voting against it, Casey Brannon in District 1, which it would be being built in Madison. It'd be in his area. And then also Trey Baxter voted against it, the purchase of the land. I mean, who is benefiting from this? And most of the times when some people are benefiting from something, it's the three that voted on it have friends and this, that, and the other. It doesn't make any sense. You know, the money would be better spent, according to Casey Brannon, on improving intersections, lighting roads. How about building some roads? How about smoothing some roads out? But, 51, you still, those people that have to turn left to go to Gluckstadt on 51 or go to Germantown High School is where they're going. I mean, you have to take, it's not a right angle. It's I forgot, my brain's not working. What would that be? Well, anyway, you have to turn to the left hard to get there and then into traffic. And I mean, it's awful to get in. It's awful to get out. There should be a turn lane there. No, we ain't worried about that. We're not going to worry about that. These supervisors that we have in office, they don't listen to us. I mean, that's no different than Joe Biden being president. He didn't listen to anybody. Well, hell, he didn't have to, because everybody who worked for him was doing it themselves. They said, well, yeah, I got to listen to him. He's an old man. We'll just go in here and somebody grab that pen. That's an auto pen. Just write up some new laws. We ain't got to worry about it. But when we look at this stuff that's going on in our state and around, you just have to go crazy. It's a hairpin turn. Thank you there, Jamie Creel. But it's not a hairpin. What's the angle? I should have cited math a little bit longer in geometry. Sports betting needs state regulations. Look at that. That's a op-ed piece here in the North Side Sun. Shop local and support businesses. That's what you all should be doing. War on the United States. What do we do? I mean, I've gotten to where I guess when you get old, you start reading more opinions, or maybe I just growing up and everybody else has been reading them for years. But these people are thinking about stuff from potholes to drug dealers. There's an article there that's going to be interesting. I'll read that one. And let's see, sports gambling could ruin sports. Yes. If you can't tell that sports betting is ruining sports, you've lost your mind. Because, for instance, you're a punter in a football game. You're paid, let's say they say that you make a deal with a guy and you say on the third punt of the game, I'm going to fumble the ball. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to let it fall backwards. I'm going to make sure it can get blocked. I'm not going to kick the ball. I'm going to do something for, let's say, $50,000, $100,000. Then everybody who gets that prop bet are going to get paid on the prop bet. And the prop bets are individual ways of betting that it's a prop bet was interesting when it wasn't rigged. But nowadays they're rigged. So what do you do? I mean, a quarterback's going to throw one interception in the game and they decide they're going to do it. A lineman's going to fall down and let somebody get through to do something to sack a quarterback. These are individual feats that you can do inside a football game or in basketball game. If they got in trouble for, instead of scoring 40 points, they scored 33 and stopped, stuff like that. That's a little bit more difficult, but it is these personal bets that people are making that the mob's getting a hold of. And it's not just the mob. It's, politicians in your area. I'm not going to say all politicians are involved, but I saw where a local guy who's real political was making comments about things. Hold on, I'll get back to that. Let's go to this phone real quick. YAB, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello?
How you doing, Chip?
I'm getting by.
I hear you, buddy. Headed north. You just made mention about the rigging of games. How long have you been watching football, sir?
Forever. I can't watch NFL because I've decided that's rigged. I've decided that long ago.
It's ridiculous. So, did you see what happened in the Cleveland Browns game Sunday?
No, I did not. I gave up NFL.
I understand.
Okay.
All right. So, in all your years of watching football, how many times have you ever seen a team punt from the 29-yard line going in?
I have not.
And that happened to keep the game under. They punted on 4th down at the opponent's 29 going in for a touchdown. I mean, everybody in the NFL can make a 46-yard field goal.
Right. I mean, and I guess
yes,
that's playing field position is what we were doing.
Well, the game's basically over. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 45 seconds left in the game. To keep the game under, they punted from the 29-yard line.
Well, I mean, and this needs to be investigated at a level that's unheard of. But, you know, and as it eases into, and it'll ease into the college game.
It already is. I mean, you see all those basketball players that got busted, and then the NBA guys, all of them pleaded not guilty. I mean, it's a mess, man.
You know, but you work so hard to get to that level. To cheat the game, it's just you know, over money. And in most times, when you got that level to that level of the game, you made money. You know,
100%.
It doesn't.
Those two pictures for Seattle and Cleveland were making $17 to $22 million a year, and they lost their jobs over $100,000 prop bet.
I mean, and the prop bets just, you know, I know how those are side games and two individuals just saying, hey, we can do this, but then it turns into more, you know, fun to bet on results when there is no clue. And I'm ready to go all in on Mr. Kiffin is going to shock the world and not leave.
That's what I'm hearing. I called somebody yesterday because the anticipation was just killing me. And I said, look, man, all right, who's he going to? He said he's going to Ole Miss Rebels. I said, well, why in the world would he wait till after the game the next day to announce? And his comment to me was, because he's a weirdo.
Well,
I thought to myself,
well,
oh, man.
Well, the biggest thing that an Ole Miss fan would enjoy is to know, I mean, anytime you can get even with LSU on anything, that's what you would want to do. And that's what it became. It became, you know, I was sitting there thinking about it. Well, if you were going anywhere, you go to Florida because you don't pay taxes on that $90 million. If it's about money,
100%.
You go to Florida.
Yes.
But you go to Louisiana,
100%.
You're poking the bear. You're sitting there going, ha ha, Tiger, you know? And meanwhile, he's getting all the publicity of saying wherever in the world is saying you want to go play for Lane Kiffin wherever he is. And he's going to be in Oxford, Mississippi. And that'll be that. That's what I see.
Yep.
So
I agree. I mean, we picked up 3 more new recruits yesterday that flipped from other places. That you wouldn't think that would happen with uncertainty of the coach.
That's right.
In my opinion.
I don't know where Clay is, but Clay just sent me a picture of dead stopped in traffic. Uh-oh. Traffic is at a dead stop 5 minutes from the station on 49. So that'd be 49 going north.
Probably going to get me too.
Yes. You coming in this morning?
I'll be there, brother. I'll see you soon.
Jamie Creel will be on this morning with us at 9 o'clock for the Talk on School Choice and Real Corruption. So we'll be in for that. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show in just a moment on WYAB. We'll be
right here on the Chip Matthews Show in just a moment.
1039 WYAB.
Hi, I'm Darrell Palmer, candidate for supervisor in Rankin County. Many will recognize my voice as the voice of the Northwest Rankin Cougars, as well as formerly the voice of the Mississippi Braves. Now I want to be your voice of District 2. I plan to provide strong, conservative leadership, focusing on maintaining and improving our property values, making smart, informed decisions regarding new development, doing what I can to maintain or improve our schools, fire and police protection, as well as roads and bridges. On December 2nd, I'm asking you to vote Darrell Palmer, your voice as Supervisor District 2.
It can be hard to move past the guilt, times of weakness, and regret, knowing you weren't there for your family when they needed you the most. But there is life after addiction. We're seeing broken families restored, one man at a time, through our vehicle, cash, and thrift store donations. It's given Mercy House Adult and Teen Challenge the ability to help these men succeed in having better lives. Donate a vehicle, running or not, and we'll come pick it up. Call today, 601-572-7296, or visit us at vehicledonationsms.com.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
A beautiful rug can freshen up any home or office, and there's no better place to shop for that perfect rug than the Rug Place. I'm Colleen O'Brien, owner of the Rug Place, and we have over 2,000 rugs in stock, all sizes, quality, and color. My trained staff can help you pick out that perfect rug. We even offer 48-hour in-home approval, so you can make sure that rug fits your space and style before you purchase. Quality workmanship and superb styling. The Rug Place, Lakeland Drive, next to Primos, or therugplace.com.
Rug Place, always affordable.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Nick Bain served Mississippi for over a decade in the State House. During that time, he fought for our children by protecting them against explicit materials pushed by the woke agenda. He protected taxpayers by streamlining government and helped create policies that have made Mississippi better. Nick and his team at Bain Bowen will use the same tenacity in helping you with all your legal matters. Call them today at 601-953-2994. Find Nick online at bainbowen.com. That's BAIN Bowen.com.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind my own business? What's that supposed to mean?
No, I was just thinking about all of the news of tax changes, insurance changes, regulations that are being passed down to business owners. I don't have the time to keep growing and to keep up with changing payroll regulations.
I know. It seems like all I do is handle employee-related problems.
You know, I hear People Lease can help.
How can they help?
People Lease can handle our payroll, taxes, employee benefits, and workers' compensation. They even offer an affordable and customizable 401k program and a 24/7 online human resources support center for all my HR needs.
Think of all the time we'll save letting People Lease handle our payroll and benefits administration. I'll be busy growing my business and letting People Lease take care of the rest.
Sounds like a good business plan with People Lease.
Let People Lease mind your business so you can mind your own business. Call now 601-987-3025. That's 601-987-3025. Or visit freepayrollquotes.com for your free quote.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, it is the Chip Matthews Show, where we believe that you should always listen to us. And at 7:07 this morning, the Clay Edwards will be in, and J.C. Dunn has sent me a message that says, tell Clay to use that Raptor the way it was intended, put her in FO, four-wheel drive, and go. That's what I say, Clay. Come on, let's hit it. Hit the median. Hit the side of the road. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. You know, some people, you know, we haven't moved an inch. Yeah, you got a 4-wheel drive, and of course it's muddy. Clay wouldn't want to get his car dirty. No, we're not going to get it dirty. We can't get the car dirty. No. But anyway, Clay will be in at 7:07 or thereabouts at some time. Until then, you're stuck with me. Let's bet on how many times the NFL camera shows Taylor acting surprised. And in all sports are at least as real as professional wrestling. Lloyd Travis, excuse me. But anyway, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a great day to get out and be a part of it. Remember, the holidays are coming up, and you've got to be safe. A lot of people going out to the airport to get the heck out of town. A lot of people will be going to this past weekend, it's great to know that we had a football weekend between Jackson State and Alcorn State. And I don't believe the news media reported a bunch of murders. Do you actually think there wasn't gunfire this past weekend? My Crime Watch radar was going off left and right. And that's just something new that I've downloaded an app. I don't know who has it, who I'm promoting, who I'm helping out, who's making money off of it. But this crime radar I put down tells you everything's going on. Let's say we had a medical emergency on Coxbury Road. We had a male experiencing a stroke on Cox Ferry. Possible fire and heart attack, rescue at Flora Street. 3-car collision at highway intersection in Rankin County in Bentonia. Okay. Person reported having a heart attack. Let's see what else we got. A brush fire reported. These are things that you get. It's kind of the 911 calls come in, and it's like listening at a scanner, but not. Structure fire reported. Unresponsive man found in parking lot in Jackson. Shots fired near Brinkley Drive in Rockdale in Jackson. Shooting reported near Hanging Moss Road in Jackson. So all these things are coming up on this app that keep you informed of everything. 2-year-old found entering residence near River Road. Single vehicle rollover crash. This thing is pretty cool at keeping you informed on everything about what's going on. It's also probably more accurate. It comes up with it. I don't know who's first, this app or Clay, but it's close. It's close. If you're following the Clay Edwards Show or Save Jackson, you can keep up with this stuff too as it happens. I'm trying to keep up with it myself, but it's just too much going on. It's almost every news source you can get on guns fired or anything. But, back to the little things. If law enforcement could be allowed to enforce the little things. And, some people don't write tickets for handicap parking or for running a red light or for lightly speeding through a town or no seatbelt. They don't write them because they don't want the person that they hired to be the officer in charge of doing those things doesn't wish to go to court, doesn't wish to be challenged, doesn't wish to be known in the community as the guy that writes the ticket. You're not writing the ticket. The badge is writing the ticket. The badge is you're doing with the badge, and what the badge is the people. And it's where we've extended our trust to you with the badge and our money for you to put these people and write these tickets. And when people don't pay their tickets, we need a place to put them. But jails are overcrowded, everything. But they could at least pick up the side of the road where the mayor of Canton won't have to go out and pick it up because he thinks that that's what his job is. Every time I can say I'm doing a community cleanup, he does one. And that's good. But if you work on the citizens and police would work on what they're supposed to do, and people would write tickets to family members when they're doing something wrong, throwing a couch in the ditch. We'll see you back tomorrow, bright and early, 9:00.